What's up, everybody? My name is FiveNights Duelist X, and today I have a deck update, actually. Update of Monarchs. It is March 2016. If you could go ahead and look at the map below, you will see the 3 miniature Caius tokens. I will tell you and explain to you in a little bit why I use these. So, here we go. First off, we have 3 of the Aether, the Heavenly Monarch. She is your searcher slash summoner who can deal a total of 56 just max of 5600 damage to your opponent. Plus, on top of that, the Monarch that she special summons goes back to your hand during the end phase. Then you have the somewhat Trish version in Monarchs known as Erebus. His effect is you can shuffle 1 card from your opponent's hand, field, or graveyard back into the deck. Shuffle it, and then his second effect is he's in the graveyard. You can target 1 Monarch in the graveyard, including himself, discard a spell or trap card, and add it back to hand. And then the last tributes I use are 3 Rises, the Mega Monarch. His effect is if you don't tribute for him for a wind type monster, he has the effect to where he targets 1 card in the graveyard and 1 card on the field. The field card goes back into the hand, the card in the graveyard goes back on top of the deck. Now if you do, you get an additional target on the field and return to hand. So, fun stuff. And I will show you a little combination with Ryza here in a little bit. Next we have the miniature versions of the Monarchs. We have 3 Idea. She allows you to special summon a little vessel from your deck to the field. And when she is sent to the graveyard, she allows you to target 1 Monarch spell or trap card that is banished and add it back to hand. Now remember those tokens I was telling you about? This is the reason why. 3 Mithra. She is an amazing card. What her ability is, it throws your opponent off quite a lot, and I've had a lot of people rage quit because of it. When she is special summoned from your hand, she allows you to special summon herself from your hand to the field. You give your opponent a token on the field. And then when you tribute her, she allows you for an additional tribute summon. It speeds up the deck and it maintains field control. The other 2 is the Underworld Squire. He allows you for an additional summon, normal summon. And then the last guy is the Storm Vessel, which is the one I was telling you about that goes along with the Mega Ryza. What you do, and this is somewhat a continuous loop on your turn, is you have Ryza on the field, you have this little guy in hand. You activate his effect, returning Ryza to hand, special summon the Storm Vessel, then you tribute it for Ryza. Ryza's effect goes off. With the graveyard effect that Ryza has, you return the Storm Vessel to the top of your deck. And then next turn, you just do it again and keep on targeting more cards. Consistent, fun, and pisses a lot of people off. I call this combination Bringing the Storm. Now on to the spells. 3 Pantheism of the Monarchs. This is your draw and search engine. You can discard 1 Monarch spell or trap card from hand, draw 2. If it's in the graveyard, you banish it, target 3 spell or trap cards that are Monarchs, and then add 1 to hand. The rest are sent back into the deck and shuffled. 3 copies of March of the Monarchs. You need that protection to maintain the field. 3 copies of Tenacity, 3 copies of Domain, 2 Storm, and 1 Return. This right here, just like my Noble Knight build, is the most consistent way of running the spells in Monarchs. 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 1. Because with Pantheism, you always want to draw. With March, you always want to have a protection. With Tenacity, you always want to have that consistency of the deck. With Domain, you don't want your opponent to do literally crap with their extra deck. With Storm, you have 2, so therefore you want to screw around with your opponent and use their monsters for you to get out your Monarchs, and then return so you can search for one of your big Monarchs. Now on to your trap cards. 3 copies of Erupt. Erupt is an amazing card. As long as it's on the field, your opponent's monsters that are not tribute summoned, their effects are negated. As long as you control a tribute summoned monster. So, it's fun. Then you have 2 copies of Prime. It's your draw, and it is counted as a special summoned monster in the grave. Then the last is your Eternal Lance, known as the Monarch's Awaken. True, it negates its effect, but it protects it from everything except for battle for the rest of the duel. And it throws off a lot of your opponent's plays, because it's something that a lot of the people in the meta do not use. Heads up, if you go into a championship using this card, it will throw off your opponent so bad that they mainly will quit on you. I will be surprised if they don't quit on you, because let's just face it, people that are in the meta, half of them do not have creativity. Yeah, sad to say, but it's very true. On to the side deck. The side deck is to change out and make this deck known as the Royal Bitch Slap of the Monarchs. Using the Royal Bitch Slap of the Monarchs, I will have a video of the top 9 basic usage and strategies of Monarchs later, and you can check out that video which explains the Royal Bitch Slap. For this, you will need 2 Fire Vessels, 2 Landrobe, 1 more Underworld Squire, 2 Thessalos, and 3 regular Rises. For the spells, you will use 1 Storm, 2 of the first Monarchs, an Escalation, and 1 more Awaken of the Monarchs. The only deck this exchange will not work against mainly, sadly, is Dark World. But hardly anybody uses Dark World anymore, so you don't really have to worry about it. I hope you all enjoyed this deck profile for deck update. My name is FiveNights Duelist X, and I will see you guys back in the darkness.